In most states and districts, testing is either over or winding down, and you may think the same about your business. But I want you to think again. That might not be the case. Hi everyone, my name is Sherry from Rolling Acres Education. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is not your first time. And today I hope to do a really short video, I hope, to help you think outside the box while still thinking inside your niche. Now, first of all, let's remember, we are here to solve problems. We want to solve problems that our teachers or customers have. And let's just be honest, this time of the year, all of our teachers and customers are having basically the same issues. No matter what they were looking forward to during the rest of the year, right now, most of them are looking for the same types of things. And by that, I mean something that's easy to implement and can help keep students engaged. So let's think about what is going on right now. Even if you are not in the classroom any longer, I am sure you remember what this time of year is like. Students have shut down. Behavior problems are worse than they've been any time of the year, and things can just be a little chaotic. And of course, it differs from school to school, what ages you're dealing with, what demographics, and all those things can make a difference. But no matter what, most students have shut down and they're done. And the teachers are struggling because they're done too in a way, but they still have things to do. They still have to manage students, still have to finish all these end of the year products, and they may have things like graduation, class trips, and if they have a class trip, they may have to get a sub during that time. If getting a sub during the rest of the year's problem, now it's even more of a headache. So remember, you're here to solve problems. What problem does your teacher have that you can find a solution for? And so what are teachers looking for at this time of the year? They are mainly looking for no prep, okay? They don't want to have to prep anything. They don't want to have any kind of big elaborate project or what. Now, projects are good, okay? This could be a time to do some kind of project, but they don't want to have to have out all the, glue guns and, lab equipment and all that stuff. Most don't. Most want it just simple and easy. So think about, what products do you have that maybe you can alter some, or maybe you can do a review packet and pull things from throughout the year, but you also want to make it a little bit fun. You may want to make it into games or puzzles or things like that. So the first thing your teacher wants is something, most likely, that is no prep. They want to go to the store, buy something, and pull it out and print it. Now, are they doing that? Yes, they are. Fortunately for me, I am still selling products right now because of the type of products I sell. I sell independent work packets. I put much thought and effort into trying to make my work packets as independent as possible while still being engaging, while still having the students learn, and anybody can do that. That may not be what you do throughout the year, but it's something maybe you can do now. What can you do inside your niche to provide your teacher some kind of activity, project, work packet, whatever, that can help them be able to keep their students engaged while still being able to get some of these end of the year things done? Now, I obviously can't tell you exactly what to do because I have no idea what kind of resources you sell, what area you work in, and all that. But I can tell you some ideas about what you can focus on. Focus on, what can I do that's no prep? What can I do that maybe gives the students some choices? Maybe that they can do some kind of project, but it's mostly paper and pencil. And a word about computers. At this time of year, sometimes it's harder to get the computers. Now, I know with all the virtual learning and stuff, that some schools, the students do have their own computers, but maybe they're having to turn them in, or maybe people are having to share computers. And so I'm not saying don't do anything with computers, but don't make that the main thing unless you just know that your ideal customer is going to have computers. But if there's a computer element, that should be fine. But just think, where does your teacher teach, and are they possibly not going to be able to have a lot of computer access at this time of the year? And again, you want to use things that, teachers are doing inventory. They may not want to be pulling out a bunch of different things. If it's a project, is it things that are easy to get a hold of, and not a whole lot of different types of things, okay? So, you may want to do a review packet. You could go through your things from the year and pull out stuff here and there, put it together in a review packet and add like a competitive element to it or a game element to it. Or maybe they're solving a puzzle as they go through and work these problems. If it's history, they can learn about, I just sold a President's Day resource a couple of days ago. I'm telling you, teachers aren't as concerned about what students are learning right now as much as they are learning. I am selling seasonal resources during the non-seasonal time, if that makes sense. So teachers just want their students learning. They want them engaged. They don't want to have to do a lot of instruction. They don't want to have to put a lot of prep into it. So classroom management. If you do classroom management, could you do some kind of classroom management things for teachers, what they're specifically going through right now? Classroom management doesn't necessarily look the same this time of year as it does at other times of the year. Okay? Think about what you do. Think about that, how that relates to your teacher at this time of the year. And you may not have to come up with a whole complete new thing. You know, mine changes, the season changes, but the kind of activities they do are the same. I just kind of go through and add whatever is going on for that season and change the content, but the activities and things are still the same, if that makes sense. Is there something you can do that you already have that you can change it up and make it apply to this time of year? Okay? We want to keep making money throughout the year, and maybe you want to get a summer packet together. Okay? Get a summer packet for your teacher to give your students for the next year. Maybe you want to go to the lower grade and say, here, this is provide your teacher something to give the students that are coming up, and maybe she or he could say, you know, if you bring this packet back next year, I'll give you extra credit or something. You know, right now, honestly, I'm thinking off the top of my head, but you see where I'm going here. Think outside the box while still staying inside your niche. Don't think that just because testing is over and you basically dealing curriculum or maybe classroom management that you think is more towards the beginning of the year, think again. You might be able to create or revise something that a teacher can use now. Just remember, you've got this, God's got you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.